Hello everyone. We are back with another session of Guild Warlow, Grim Hollow campaign. And things have been moving pretty fast. But before we take another step, uh, we need to know what happened the last time. Nat, over to you.
Previously on Grim Hollow. Blind to Mellori's gaze locked on Cal and the tension that begins to rise in the room, Sister Abigail sits happily in the center of the group. She thanks Mars for approaching her, bringing the group together, and shining a light on Fallow Heart's darkness. As Sister Abigail and Mars chat, Mellori has gone completely still. Noticing that she has shut down, Mars asks Mellori if she's all right or if she needs to use the ladies' room, which Sister Abigail helpfully offers to show her the way to. Why did you lie? She asked Cal in a dead tone, ignoring the others. Confused, Cal tells her that what happened at the Marlow was the first time a change like that had ever happened, allegedly. Mellori needles him, pressing him to reveal his true employer, to which he answers, the Company of Free Swords. She turns to face him fully, completely focused on him. You know, it's funny. I've been so focused on protecting this group from what slaughtered the last group that I didn't realize the danger was here the whole time. Come out with it already, Cal snaps back, growing tired of the obfuscation. Thank you, Alex. 2 years ago, the pass up north. It had been dry for the last few weeks, but you left enough blood on the ground to turn it to mud. There were 7 of them. Seeing Mellori take a step closer to Cal, Mars inches closer to her companion. Sensing a change in the room, Valya looks towards the group and says to Mellori, "You're being coy for someone who claims to be so upset. Why don't you just tell us what's bothering you?" Catching this and the growing tension, Boone moves forward, stopping to stand beside Valya, but leaving a few feet of space between them. Mellori tells Valya not to interject unless she wants to share her own secrets. Biting back, Valya reminds Mellori that she's not entitled to the things that Valya carries and that her secrets don't affect this mission. So Mellori can either be honest or drop it. As the tension ratchets up, Abigail becomes understandably confused. Mars tells her, "To answer your question, we are here for the same reason, but we are all from different backgrounds. And this is something that has been brewing for a few weeks." "I think it is best that you stand behind me. Is your angel friend going to pop up if things get a little dicey?" From the corner of Boone's eye, he sees something move, his skin crawling, as he could swear he can feel the figures on the beautiful murals moving. Abigail tells Mars, "My champion doesn't need to come here. I am protected, but..." "2 years ago, you were going through the pass," Mellori says to Cal, "and you came out of the shadows. They tried to fight to take you down, to free Fallow Heart. Who were you working for?" She demands. Cal, tense, arms crossed over his chest and jaw twitching, doesn't immediately reply. "I had my own orders to follow, and they were from Klein Majoric, to get it done. I wouldn't lie in this place. It was never... Your squad was not part of what I had to do, but I had to get out one way or another, and they were in the way. It was the only way I could make it out, so I did what I did." Mellori's bottom lip trembles, her hands are clenched. She nods and tells him, "Thank you for your honesty. When we find Klein, we'll handle it. But I'm sure everything you had to do to get out of there will be warm news to Sasha's children," before moving to stand by the sarcophagus. While we share a common goal here, as tragic as it is not a surprise that there may have been lines crossed in a land where there is much turmoil. I don't say this to dismiss it, but to acknowledge it, to compartmentalize it until we can resolve what we came here for. This is not to belittle what you are feeling, Mellori, what you're feeling, Cal. While I do believe we will all have our secrets until the day we die, as long as there is not more that may impact directly our mission here, I do not think it is wholly fair to point fingers at who is holding what secret, because we would all be pointing it at ourselves," Mars says. Cal, still staring at the spot Mellori occupies, nods. Boone, who had listened to what Mars had to say, gives a hard glance towards Cal and then follows Mellori. The murals on the wall seem to have calmed down now that the emotions in the room are simmering. Turning to Valya, Sister Abigail asks, Is everything going to be okay? Mellori and Boone, what they said about killing the Viscount, but she looks towards the group. Are you still able to help us? Help the city, the people? Valya responds affirmatively and says she also hopes to return Father Amriel to the church. Saying that she believes her, Abigail then checks on the rest of the group, particularly Cal, who she asks about Klein and if he forced Cal to do what he did. But Cal says that it was the voices in his head who led him to Klein and to do what he did to Mellori's squad. Everyone is getting voices in their head because it's super popular. After a time, she turns to Mellori and Boone and finds Boone gently placing his hand on Mellori's shoulder. He asks her if she needs some time to process, to which she nods. Whatever you need, whatever you want to do, just say the word. Instead of answering, she gestures towards St. Dela's body in the sarcophagus and asks, is this what you need? The two discuss that while they don't know exactly how to get the artifact. Boone won't let his family come to harm. Abigail approaches, encouraging Mellori not to count Cal out immediately, saying that perhaps fate brought them together for a larger purpose. Her gaze trails to Valya as she says it, continuing to speak to Mellori, asking if she's truly willing to go after the Viscount, to which Mellori says it's either him or me. Boone cuts in as Sister Abigail says she hopes it's the Viscount who gets what's coming to him, saying, despite our differences, sister, we are here under a single unified goal. That doesn't mean that we don't all have our own personal agendas. I can't speak to anybody else's, but I can speak to mine. And I have a favor to ask, one that I hope you will help grant. He goes on to tell Abigail that he is searching for an item that will restore his life, but now he needs it for someone he cares about very much, telling her that he has been promised a cure for an item of divinity. Sister Abigail's eyes narrow as she asks him what he seeks to cure. Upon hearing the word lycanthropy, Abigail steps back, obviously upset. Boone tells her he's not a monster and she replies, not yet. The three go back and forth for a moment, debating whether there is truly hope for Boone, because there is. But eventually, because of the promise they made to take on the Viscount, Abigail softens slightly, and she steps back to look at the group as a whole. You all have spoken the truth so far. You all have some issues that you probably need to talk through. Be more open, more forgiving. You all have to move forward. While I've seen the darkness consume, I do not let go of the hope, as I am putting my hope in the five of you. Klein, I don't know what business you have with him, but for you, there is a way to cure your lycanthropy. But for that, you must all prove that you are standing against the Viscount as boldly as you can. She tells them that she can make an antidote, but it requires a special kind of blood. If they stay alive and prove themselves worthy, she will tell them how to obtain it and create the antidote for Boone. There are absolutely strings attached to it. It's super sus. Then she implores them to place their hand on the sarcophagus and make an oath to end the Gravekeeper once and for all. Mars approaches without hesitation, and Cal follows only a few steps trailing after them. Mellori places her free hand on the surface and Boone follows suit, keeping eye contact with Sister Abigail. You will not become the monster you fear you will become, she tells him with a smile. After the group makes its vow and prepares to leave, Valya stops, remembering that Sister Abigail has a knack for understanding cursed items. She looks to Mellori and back, seemingly giving her a chance to speak first as her gaze drops to the sword. When she doesn't, Valya snitches and asks the sister if the sister is willing to look at the item for them. Abigail agrees, and Valya asks Mellori to show her sword to Abigail. Pulling the sword free, Mellori tells Abigail that only Valya and she can touch it, and that they pulled it from Vinny's back, describing how it sent Mars screaming from the room and downed herself. After getting a summary of the events in the room, she places her hand on the sword, muttering a few words as her eyes roll back and become murky. The sound of wind howling fills the room, and her champion appears, wings forcefully pushing her forward to shield Abigail. The champion pants madness as deep fear radiates from it. Mellori hears in her mind, this is for you. Your blood asks for it, and your blood was given it. Abigail comes back to herself and tells Mellori that she felt a spark of twisted divinity in the sword. Mellori tells her that when she picked up the sword, she saw the four gods and heard them yelling and fighting against each other. I saw a vision of a man in a throne room of some kind. He had the sword and there were other items glowing on him. He said that everyone was united under the true God. Hearing this, Abigail urges them to go to the Ink and Helm, saying that Egard, the proprietor, could likely help them, as his family comes from the Empire and that he is a collector of knowledge. As the events in the cathedral come to a close, the group decides to split up, with Mellori and Boone going to find a scabbard for her sword, Mars, Cal, and Valya choosing to go to the Shimmering to locate Silas, both to take care of Cal's problem and for Valya to finally feed. After Mellori chides them for looking for hookers and booze, they depart for the Den of Iniquity, run by Chuck and Norris Treswell, the twins. Cal mentions his coupon and that he was sent by Arushka. After a tour of the facility and a rundown of everything that the Shimmering has to offer, where they encounter a man who goes by the name of the Carver and seems to enjoy being rough with Norris, Valya offers to eat him instead of Silas. But the group is led upstairs and they follow Arushka into a private room where they meet Silas, who immediately tells her he's come to take her from this place and free her from the shackles of her demeaning job. Convincing Arushka that Silas is an old friend and that they can handle this, she's ushered from the room with Valya sure to close the door behind her. After one failed attempt to cast suggestion, Mars finally succeeds on the second time, and Silas begins talking, lamenting his life story and the work his love Arushka does to support herself. As he complains about his job and the lack of recognition joined the club buddy, inclined Majoric, Valya slowly circles the room until she comes to his back. She approaches him, telling him that he talks too much, and her sleep spell fails. Starving and so close to fresh blood, Valya's features begin to change. Black veins creep from around her eyes. Her cheeks become more gaunt and shadowed. Her fangs become more pronounced, and her fingers become longer, as if they now possess extra knuckles. Mars watches in fascination, while Cal does his best to take the transformation in stride. Without waiting for Silas to realize she attempted to cast a spell on him, Valya reaches forward and threads her fingers through his hair, yanking his head to the side and latching her mouth against his jugular to feed. She considers draining him dry, but realizes that will leave them with a dead body and no plan. Gee. So, with great effort, she pulls away, leaving Silas exhausted and pale and with an obvious vampire bite, but still alive, for now. To ensure he can't immediately out them, Valya casts sleep on Silas again, to which Cal thinks that Silas has died from blood loss. Mars moves around the room, grabbing a few bottles of wine and drenching Silas's body to make him smell of wine, attempting to discredit any stories he might tell about him. Valya obviously offers to set him on fire. I agree, that was a good plan. Both women look up to find Cal to find him staring down at Silas's body. He looks to his companions, saying, "I know it's dangerous. I know he has to die by my fucking hand." And without waiting for a response, Cal drives the dagger through Silas's throat, feeling flooded with relief as his face is hit with a spray of hot blood. And across the city and the cemetery, the doors to the mausoleum open, and the gravekeeper begins to lumber towards the Shimmering.
Woo! Ooh,
Oh, boy.
yes. All that happened last session. Yes. And that is precisely where we will begin today. As soon as I find the map. There we go. I found it. There we go. In a pretty opulent-ish chamber with a four-post bed and a large couch with platters of fruits on a desk just by the window. It's a really nice room with incense burning, and obviously wine bottles are there. Everything ready to make sure the occupants can keep themselves busy for as long as they want and obviously pay for it. And we find ourselves as a dagger cuts through the sleeping throat actually of Silas. Hot blood sprays out on Cal, on the couch, on the fruits, and on the window that was closed. before all of this happened. Before a lot of things happened. And in the mist, we see Mars and Valya. As Gal had just told them, he has to do it. What do you all do?
Oh, I think that was messier than I thought this was going to be.
I could have done that. I literally could have done that. What are you doing?
He had to die. He had to die. That's Cal is just, there's a calmness to him like when Silas is dead, but he's also still on edge from it all, almost like trembling from the emotion of it all. And he's like, fuck. Then like reality starts to hit him. Fuck. Seeing the blood. Fuck.
All right, we cannot panic, but Cal, you did not tell us he needed to die. Valya could have just kept going.
Sorry, I thought when I first mentioned it to y'all the other morning that I was tracking him to kill him to put an end to. Fuck, and he looks back to the body.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. She turns to Cal and she says, I need you to trust me much in the same way that I just trusted you, okay?
Yes.
At this
Valya's
point,
gonna punch Cal right in the nose.
as you punch Gal, are you punching with all seriousness?
It's gotta look serious.
Okay, so roll damage.
Unarmed strike.
Yes.
Well. She misses. 9 to hit. Punch yourself,
Whoa.
Cal.
9 points of damage.
No, it was only a 9 to hit.
No, it's not a hit. You don't have to hit because
Oh.
you are hitting, and I mean, if that's
Oh,
the
well, then
intent,
It happened.
It's five.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
5 points of damage.
that's what.
then.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. As your punch connects on Gal's face, you all hear a knock on the door. Hey, is everything okay? And you hear Arushka's voice, kind of like keeping it down. And you can also hear some more laughing, like going around, like people are at least like definitely walking out in the corridor. And Arushka is just like, is everything okay? Should I come in? No,
In
it's okay, it's
that-
okay. And you just say like, no, they had to like, they have some ritual before they get started, so that's why like I'm just waiting for them to do their ritual. Yeah.
As
You-
Arushka is speaking on the other side of the door, we like walking towards Mars, Valya is going to mouth to her, scream, and she's gonna reach out and with her longer nails, she's just gonna rake one across Mars' cheek to draw just the smallest amount of blood. And she's gonna mouthward scream to her, and while she does this, Valya's gonna like tear the like arm, like the cowl, the sleeve. She's gonna tear it so that it's like exposed, looks like somebody's pulled on it. And as she does, the other two in the room would see that all of the skin that's beneath her sleeve is just covered in like healed bite marks and teeth marks.
On Valya's arm, right?
On Valya's skin, yeah.
Oh, okay. Nice. And you also were like saying to scratching Mars. Oh damn! There you go. Okay.
Yeah, scratching her and telling her to scream.
Okay, that was awesome screen. So, how careful are you being to scratch Mars? And Mars, are you taking it on? Because I just want to make sure that this is like either like some scratch, little bit, or are you making sure that this is looks like an injury scratch?
I think Mars is definitely picking up what's going down. Like they know where they're at, and they're gonna have to figure something out about like spinning this. And after watching Valya punch Cal, she's picking it up. So yeah, she'll let Valya do that, and definitely make sure there's a little bit of blood.
Okay.
Because if they can argue
So
self-defense, then
Okay. Take then 1 point of damage.
Okay.
Let's just do that. So. All right. Sorry. Who was screaming? But Mars screaming, right? All right. As that scream happens, the doors burst open as Arushka comes in. What's going on? What? And she sees you all, and then she sees Silas upon the couch, head now hanging down. The blood just like flowing, is drenching. It's like his dress or like his shirt is like all drenched now. There's blood flow everywhere. Another scream comes. You see couple of more people is like, oh, what's going on here? What was the scream? Oh, And then like a patron apparently like stopped by and was looking into it, like stuff like, oh, what's going on? God! Like, and I was just looking at all of you like, what happened here? And she's like, she looks alarmed, and she's just by the door. She's not approaching you all, as sounds of like screams of like gods, murder, someone's dead, someone's been killed, start going down, echoing, and more people picking up. You think you have like maybe a minute or two at most before actually like someone guards will come up. What do you want to do till that time if you want to do anything?
Yeah, Mars is immediately. Is Arishka still right there?
Yeah, she's still like watching at all of you, and like her eyes are kind of like dazed. She's in shock.
Okay.
She sees Silas over there.
Yeah, loudly. Mars is going to. She already screamed. Her hands on her face, making sure to get as much blood on her hands as possible. She's gonna stumble over to Arushka, and she's just gonna say, it was so fast. One moment, you heard that I was trying to defend you, to get him to stop being so crazy. He'd been drinking, the alcohol, and I kept going. I kept saying, sir, it's, she has this choice of life. You do not get to do this. And he became more and more angry, and he kept coming and getting into my space, and Cal stepped between us, but it just escalated. And she'll point over to like the knife that is in Silas's hand, and kind of pull her hand away from her own face. He seemed to calm down, and then he swung out blindly, and he hit me, and it just descended into chaos, and Cal pushed him, and he slipped, and he just was wildly swinging at everybody, and he fell on his knife. It was horrible.
He fell on his knife. Okay, that's just me above table. Okay.
Yeah, of course.
And I was just looking at all of you. Give me a deception check.
As far as she knows, that's exactly what she was trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
You have heroic inspiration.
You do.
Wait, you told me to wait. Am I still waiting for something, or you want me to roll the deception?
No. Yeah, no. Roll.
Oh, okay.
Because you're doing all the talking and all that. Yeah, roll for deception. Thing.
Can Mars get advantage on it since everybody looks wrecked?
Are you helping in any way apart from looking wrecked? Is anyone else talking, helping in that? What saying?
Yep, Valya will approach Mars and wrap an arm around her shoulders and look back at like Arushka and those gathers, and she'll just say he was crazed. He had been drinking. He even tried to hit Cal. I don't know what kind of an idiot would do that. It was like
Cal's
he'd gone mad.
and Kyle's kind of like holding his jaw and is looking back to Mars like he put his hands on her. He fucking cut her. I just had to get him away from her.
Okay. Arushka sees all of this and she's shook. She is shook, but she's not like crying tears. And she looks at you and just looks at the scratch and says, and now give me a deception check with advantage, as all of you are definitely more than just like standing is contributing to this whole thing.
25.
25?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I just have to note this. Okay, deception 25. Okay. So good. You say all of that, and Arushka is like, so she's like, yeah. She's like, yes. I mean, he was definitely unhinged. I like even showing up in this room, and he knows this is like, my room. Yeah, yeah. That's and and she just looks at all of you and be like, I'm sorry. I'm I'm really sorry that you came for to relax to
Mars will
wait let down.
jump in at that
Yeah.
point to interrupt her, intentionally, just gently touching her elbow and just say, Erushka, this was not. This is not on you. Do not blame yourself for this. It was a shock, I know, but please do not take this. We hold nothing against you in this.
Well, that's very kind of you to say that. And as that happens, you can now see there's like a little bit more crowd has gathered now, because obviously something very different has happened over here. And now the murmurs are starting to sort of, oh, some jealous someone was over there, attacked them, and they defended, killed. And now you can see like, hey, make way. And you see about like the three of these black guards are coming towards you, and you see the Chuck Trustwell also like coming towards your direction. We're like, okay, what happened? All right, everyone, it's okay. Things can get out of hand, obviously, and but this is very rare, and obviously we'll look into it. Don't worry, no need to worry about. Like we will, they will do just a thorough checkup just quickly and make sure everything is all right, and then you can all go back to uh, a bottle of wine on the house, the finest from the Nova Stoya, please. It's please, and then he's like he's like looking around, making eye contact with the people who work here, and you can see they start to like urge and like slowly pull and push their kind of like patrons away from here, clearing up, and the black guards also like two more have come up, and they're starting like going to different rooms, just making a check, and then Chuck finally comes up to you, comes inside, looks at Arushka, and looks at you, Mars, who has a scratch. Looks inside, like, what's going on? Oh, is that Silas? Is that your Silas? Arushka? Oh, it was a bad seed, Arushka, I told you. I am, and then he looks at all three, like, I am so please, the 100 apologies, no, 1,000 apologies. Please accept my apologies as much as you can. Uh, this has never really happened here, and are you all right? Do you need any help? We have some healers who can help you with this. And of course, like I said, the wine is, of course, for you, and we'll sort you out, make sure that you have a much better relaxing time. And again, on the house, I can only see how this goes. And he just keeps looking at him, ooh, and this makes this like a disgusting face, like, ooh, okay, and he's dead, right? Okay, and then he's looking at you. So, healers, wine,
Um, I the healers, yes, would be appreciated. I think. She'll kind of like glance towards the like broken wine bottle on the ground and the wine bottle that was like laying near him, and she'll just say, "I think maybe no wine at this moment after everything."
more wine, yes, more wine, yes.
No, she said no
And
wine after
oh,
this.
I'm
Like
sorry.
implying,
No,
like really trying to ham it up like a drunk person just
yes,
attacked
yes, yes.
us. Like,
I know. I'm sorry. My mistake, master. No one really says no to wine, the Estonian wine. So, but of course, okay, no wine for you, and we'll get you all cleaned up. Oh, well, of course, I'll just tell them to make the baths ready, so that you can enjoy the baths and relax as much as possible, and we'll just try to put this tragedy uh, behind us.
sir, we are.
We
So
are
sorry
all
that
be
such a
happy.
scene was caused. It just Erushka was so kind and how she was showing us around, and then this man just he was so hinged.
He
Well,
snapped.
uh, well, better him dead than any of you, my patrons, of course. Yes, yes. I'm really happy to see that you defended yourself. Again, looking at the dead body, quite well. How did like you? Did you? Looking at like Gal and then Valya saying, "Did you do it?" Did-
Yeah, it was like what they call snaps, just snaps one after another. We were talking, he was just increasing his volume, and then he turned to me wildly, and it hit my face, and then Cal pushed him, and then he
Oh,
punched Cal, and then Valya stepped in, and then he went after Valya, and then Cal got recovered, and he pushed him, and by then there was the
oh,
wine
oh,
broke, and he spilled, and he was
oh.
wildly swinging, and he fell,
It all
and it
happened so fast.
Of course, yes. And then Anushka adds up, and then he kind of fell on his own knife. Wow, karma, I tell you. Well, uh, okay. We will sort this out. Of course, you don't, please do not worry. If not wine, we have more beverages. We just got recent like peach schnapps. Oh, wonderful, absolutely wonderful. Goes really well with our pools, sauna pools. Anushka, can you please show them to the pool so that they can all wash up, the blood and all everything. We of course, and I'll send some more food, whatever we can get you. And then of course, uh, we and he just looks at all, and it's just like, please, don't worry about this. Is a disgusting scene, tragedy, truly, horrible for tragedy. Um, any Rushka, please take our genuine friends who definitely, and he gives us eyes of like I told you so, saved your life. And of course there's yes, please. Um, Arushka just goes like, yes, the and she looks at the other like, if it's we can go to the pools. You can freshen up so that it's all gone, and you will feel much better. We have different pools. Uh, and Arushka just says, Chuck, I could really use that Ostoyan wine. Really? And then looks at all three of you like, yes, I am sure you could
Can I-
use.
Can I insight check this guy real quick? Like, is he buying what they're selling?
Just something. Yeah, give me an insight check. Sure.
Thank you. That's a 21.
Ooh.
So you, with that insight, you can see that he isn't like overly concerned about like Silas's death. More so, you would get from his demeanor that he just wants to get this over with, get you all also like just out so that there isn't more story to it. Like you guys, if like you all won't get more opportunities, like if someone stops you and all of that, get this out quickly out of the door, sorted out. But with that 21, I'll give you one thing more extra. As he keeps looking um at Silas's dead body, um his right feet has continued to twitch, like hit the floor at a rapid pace, and you would recognize that as something as like a gesture, like someone who's fearful of what, like he knows a little bit more, and he is afraid of something. And the first thing that right now all he wants to do is like get you all out of here. Out of here. And with that, Arushka just says, "All right, if you follow me, I'll take you to the pools."
Yeah.
Yes.
Gladly. They will
And
GTFO.
yes,
Mhm.
I will send the wine, the schnapps, and more, and food, fresh, of course, new, nothing from this room. Uh, yes, please, please, and Arushka starts like taking you slowly, away from here, and you see he's just still standing there. Now he started like bite into his nails. All three of you, give me a perception check.
It's a 21
21.
for Valya.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh, I actually rolled really
Oh.
good because I only have a +1. That was a 19.
Hey.
Sick. Um, Wait, what's the result for Gal? If you rolled
21.
21. Okay. Sick. So all three of you, as Arushka's like leading the way away, and Chuck Truss were kind of like standing and looking at this, tapping away the feet, starting to eat his bite like his nails. You all hear this thing. Oh no. Oh no. Mr. Mayorik will not be happy. Uh, Poor, and gives you this almost this very quick, super quick side glance. Poor Mayorik, Klein Mayorik, that person. And he gives you just a little bit side glance, looking at all of you as you're leading away, and just gives this tight smile before like adding just to into like, well, it was. I hope they pay. Well, they're not giving any money. They basically it's like, well, it's the end of days for them, sort of. And he just gets out and just goes to get points towards to a couple of like these guards, who start running towards, and one of them go for you all, for three of you. Uh, and yeah, as Avishka then slowly leads you away from this. She brings you out to the pools. As and Arushka is just like with you and saying that and Arushka says so I am really sorry about Silas. It was he was definitely crazy, definitely. I didn't think he would really go out to like kill you, and I'm really happy that you all are safe, safe. And yeah, she's still like a little shook. So, but like, um, yeah, about yes, but I think you can all choose your own these, and these are all like the small enough pools where technically, like ideally, one person can easily take its space. Like, it's not more than like 4 feet wide, most of them. Um, but 3 would be definitely crowded. So, and she basically again like just gives you a small thing about that. Hey, the if you find like something which is more of like blue and green colors, they can help you relax, and they basically uh, tend to like induce like really good dreams, have a really good deep sleep, help with that. Either good dreams or like no dreams. And then anything which is like more of yellows, shade of yellows and reds. They are again, they are all relaxing because they're all like hot waters. Um, but these yellows and oranges are like good for skin. You can feel the glow, and you can feel like the tiredness or like has gone away, and you feel refreshed, much more refreshed. And anything which is like darker shades of brown or gray or blacks or purple also, they are more mud bath kind of thing, and they just give a lot. They are more they have more like slightly like healing property to them, that it heals you a little bit but slowly. And that's just because it's a kind of mud bath, it just gives you more muscles also relax a lot more deeply inside. And another person kind of like comes in with like more change of clothes, which are obviously branded with the shimmering on them, like bathrobes and like some like light cotton shirts and pajamas, and she gives them to you all, and she's like, "Yep, please feel free. I can join. I can join you also as well. I think I'd need it uh, as well." And then like someone more person is coming up with more like wine and like more drinks. Definitely peach schnapps. I don't know why it's stuck in my head.
Hey, it's all
Uh,
good.
and more food, like there's more like rolls, it's like all bite-sized food basically, and then fruits and all like are freshly laid out. Mm, what do you all want to do?
Um,
Mm.
I'm weighing the pros and cons in my head of just like bouncing or like playing it up.
Hmm.
So how many people are in here? Is it just Urishka?
It is Anushka with you. You know what? Let me see if there's anyone else at this point. Actually, no. No one is here right now in the pools right now because it is midday. It is a little hot day. So it would make sense. Kind of makes sense like why people won't be in the hot pools right now. So you kind of like have this whole place to yourself in a way.
Yeah, I think just to keep up the ruse, Mars will just nod slowly and take like the like offered robes and stuff. And if there's like a pool, I can't remember which one you said. It was just like the one, not the mud bath one, but the like the good smelling one.
Oh yeah, that's like any red, yellow, and oranges. Great
Yeah,
smelling, good for skin.
yeah, just the more like whatever would be like because the mud bath will take a while to like clean off and stuff, but just something that's quick and easy. She would just go ahead and just like she'll take off like her outer stuff and put the cloak on and at least just dip her feet in. She doesn't want to get like fully um vulnerable just because they
Okay.
just freaking kill
Yeah.
someone. But she again playing into this ruse and like really letting it like come over her to like relax and stuff. It does feel good.
Yeah. Yes. Before we go with what other two of you are doing, who would have picked up the messenger bag that Silas had with him?
Ooh. Um, Probably Cal.
Okay. Cool. 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 Okay. All right. So, what about you, Valya? Where do you want to go?
Yeah. Understanding that um Arushka is a sex worker and privacy is kind of like tantamount to what she does. She would look toward Arushka and she would say, "Not a word of this gets out even in gossip." Um and with that, she would start to like remove her like the outer layers because she is sweating. Like Valya is always wearing like those heavy robes. And underneath she's wearing kind of just like a longer tunic with some leggings, but once her like her arms and her neck and her skin is uncovered, like her entire body is covered in these just like thick like ropes of scar tissue in the shape of teeth. um and she would like keeping her shift on, take off her leggings and kind of toss them to the side, give Arushka like a very pointed glance and move to kind of sit at the edge of the pool and stick her feet in.
Okay. Anushka gives you definitely like nods to you 2, 3 times, of course, and just makes a gesture of like the lips are sealed, kind of. Cal, where does
You know,
Cal go?
he's bloodied, well, with Silas's blood, and he will not like fully strip down, but obviously take off like his bloody clothes and stuff, and go to one that's because it'll be a little cramped with Mars and Valya. We'll probably go to the one next to them, to still be close and just
Hmm.
at least try and get this blood off of him. But before going over there, he will kind of turn to Arushka with a very apologetic expression and just say, just reiterating that she has nothing to apologize for. This wasn't on her. This wasn't her fault. Um, just trying his best to help her feel a little better considering everything.
Yeah, yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, she gives you a smile ish and like says that thank you, but like I know this was a different. You all wanted to just have a nice time here, and this turned out to be quite a unexpected thing. Um, and do you all want Arushka to be there or no? Because she can leave you to be, and the food is all like food and drinks are like placed on the side of the pools for you all to like take whenever you want.
um Valya will look toward Arushka and tell her, "You seem to really enjoy what you do, but after what you just experienced, time to yourself might not be the worst idea."
Wait, sorry, say that again. Don't know.
Valya tells Arushka, that while she really seems to enjoy what she does, that some time to herself after what she just,
Yeah.
witnessed might not be the worst idea.
Right. So wait, I am confused. Does that mean to go away or stay here? Because
Whatever she wants to do. She's the one who
Yeah.
just
okay,
looked at her
she has
dead
to get this right.
boyfriend.
Okay, okay, okay.
Invite her to stay
Um,
if she does want the company and everything. But yeah.
okay. Um, yeah, she'll stay. She'll come by slowly and scoot next to like over here, next to Cal. Wait, hold on. Which one is good skin? Red, orange. Okay. Still got red, blue. Hold on. Blue.
Yeah, which one was blue
Oh,
again? I just put them
blue.
in one.
Yeah, so the blue and greens are like one which will hopefully like give you like really, really good deep sleep and good dreams. And Anushka definitely goes to the blue one because she wants it. And the red ones, which you guys are in, is basically great for skin. You smell really nice, the skin glows off. And someone like scar tissue and all of that can also like heal, but not immediately. But like Anushka tells you that like the more time you spend, like more often, it has helped in making those like people like heal up with some scarring and all of that. And she doesn't meet Valya, she doesn't meet your eyes specifically because as she's telling about the healing and the property of this one, the pool that you guys are in, that both of you, Mars and Valya, are in. As you all sit there, time is passing by slowly and slowly. And we'll shift to our other team. What are they doing? And with that, we'll also change the map. Where are we? Oh, there we go. Uh, Boone and Mellori, you were on your way to Augustine Trading Post, which is known throughout the continent to other cities as the place where you can like buy stuff, send stuff, definitely messages, mail things. They are the key merchants which connect everything and every place in a way. And on your way, you did see the mausoleum door kind of like which is partially mostly like open up. You saw the gravekeepers step out of it with that chained up with a heavy like, large coffin on its back and a shovel starts like walking away starts just walking away in opposite direction to where you all are headed. You all, unless you want to do something in the middle, but if not, you do reach the Augustine trading post. Anything you want to
Uh,
do?
super quickly, while
Yes.
we were walking, Mellori wants to keep an eye out for what was it called? Because she would have remembered this because she didn't lose her notes like I did. She's looking for Bomer's Bakery if it's by chance in that area, if she sees it. So
Uh,
there's yeah, so that's the first thing.
Bakery. Okay. Um.
Because I know it's not on our map yet.
I'm just looking if okay, there we go. Okay, no. You don't see it on your way here right now.
Okay. The second thing she wants to look for is, does she see a toy store anywhere?
A toy store? Yeah, I would say yeah. You would see like there are some stores under these like buildings and houses, and you do see like one of them is actually a toy store, small toy store. Yeah.
Awesome. And then the last thing is she knows that we're approaching the side of the city where the Soman army is camped. So she's keeping an eye out to see if there are any Soman soldiers coming through, since Fallowheart has now become the garrison for the army.
Okay, cool. As you reach that intersection, you see that the gate over there are like completely like open, and you can even from there you can like see telltale structures of like a military camp has been set up, and you see like soldiers are actually coming in and out, and you're the place that you're going towards, Augustine Trading Post specifically. You see that again like there are some soldiers who are going in that direction and like coming out of the store as well, and going out.
Okay. Cool. She hands Boone. She holds the container of dumplings over to Boone because they're sharing. Because
Yep.
they're having lunch as they walk.
Boone would have no, would have detoured. That just broke my heart. Uh, would have detoured their walk to go past the Marla to see if he can pick up Vinny's scent.
Yeah.
The road that you were on, once you pretty much like passed, went past like one first block, and I'll just use this thing to show. Like once you reached over here, it was hard, really hard to pick up any smell. And you realize that a lot of these houses have made sure that there's some kind of like flowers are growing in abundance, like in more than you would really think a house or a building would need. And after getting like just over here, like another block away, you realize like why they do so, because there's a cemetery right close by, and there is almost a stench of death kind of like just still lingering in the air. And again, when you were walking through this, you saw that the cemeteries, like the earth was like just choked with corpses which were buried one upon the other. The ground was very uneven, the tombstones lopsided. You could
Oh,
see limbs and faces poking through the soil. And
wait, Mickey, but
Uh,
how is the city not like overrun with sickness then?
it's
Is that
not.
okay?
Good example. Good. I mean, that's a good question for you and Mellori, both of you.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Um, yeah, so you see, and like ravens and all are definitely feasting here. And there is a mausoleum right in the middle of it, which has is like almost like open doors from where you saw the gravekeeper come out. So you don't smell Vinny hair anymore, and it's been a day, right? Yeah.
All right. um, the closer they get to the cemetery, Boone is just going to push the box of dumplings away from him. The smell is a little overwhelming. And yeah, that'll be it for Boone for this stretch.
Yep. Okay. And it is more so overwhelming for Boone.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. So you both taking note of things here and there. You do come up. Um, can you both give me a perception check?
Yeah.
22
God damn.
Wow. Nice.
at advantage on all my perception checks.
Cause you wolf boy. What is math? 18.
18. Okay. Melody, you don't see this because you're again like your eyes are more on the camp, what's going on around there, and the soldiers and all. Boone, your nose has started like twitch, get that smell out, and you started noticing, and you do see just very nearby is the pretty good shop with its name, ink, and helm right outside, hanging in a like really big banner. And you see people, someone like a carriage has stopped outside of it, and people are going like someone comes out, like a couple basically gets out of the carriage and is going inside this ink and helm shop, and they are very like richly dressed. And at that intersection also you see that there are like blackguards like just standing over there, like guards pretty much. And the houses, you would see that the houses are actually much bigger, larger, and the the road going past where you are seems to be like much more cleaner, definitely much better maintained. That more east of this where you are seems to be an area where it's would be more like nobility or merchant or like rich people generally living in that. And being this close, you both spot the Grisham's tower standing awkwardly in this onyx colored, like outside is like rough stones like jutting out. It's just, it looks very peculiar, very out of place in this district, in this borough. But you have
Nikki,
come, yes.
sorry, I have a quick question. We both see Grisham's tower, and you're saying it's out of place. Is it
Yeah.
like the stone is out of place? Like it's made of different stone. It looks older. Does like architecturally?
Just a quick glance, or like just giving from this distance away, you can see it does not, like the stone is definitely looks very different. It's all this dark black onyx colored, uh, like something that's been like looks like something that has been cobbled together rather than like a, made with a particular architecture in mind. It
Mhm.
stands out from any of the houses that you see, even in this borough that you see. And the other thing that you notice is the wall, which has been like straight throughout this, and you can now, because the walls are
Mhm.
about like 20-25 feet tall, they just, there's an abruptness to them, to like almost like to accommodate the tower.
So Mellori, having spent the past however many years around wizards,
Mm-hmm.
is she I'm trying to figure out how to word this. It basically, is it screaming like Wizard's Tower transported itself here?
Give me a history check. And the reason I'm not saying Arcana is because it's too far away to actually
Right.
get any sense of like magic from it.
Right. Well, lucky for me, my Arcana and history are the same.
Nice.
That would be dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay, so I would say you would have heard about while, because it's a thing about Fallowheart. You would have heard about Grisham's Tower being kind of like this weird, related to some wizard, and
Okay.
probably with the name Grisham.
That would make
And
sense.
and what else you would have heard is that this tower somehow, like, is this just said that it just appeared in Fallowheart, and the wall just literally like adjusted themselves, like moved to make sure that the tower exists there in that location.
Okay. So I'm going to, while Boone is suffering from overwhelming of his no senses, Mellori is going to tap his arm and just kind of nod her head over to the tower. Okay, so that definitely doesn't belong there, and I think that's going to be a problem.
For who?
For us, that's a wizard's tower.
Oh, that's not good. Can we get out of here, please?
Yes, let's go. Let's. Okay, I'm going to put my hand on his back and just rub his back while we get over to the trading post and get him inside.
All right. So you basically make your way towards inside, and then you see it's a two-story shop, and inside you see, where are you guys? Oh, come on. You see like a halfling sitting behind our desk with neatly parted hair, glasses, holding like a book, working on this little large ledger kind of thing. He looks up as you enter. A bell rings up just by the side of the door, and He said, "Oh, hello. Welcome to the post. Um, please, how can we be of help? Look around if you want some general wares, and I've call on us like if something interests you."
I just need to send out some post to Novostoya, please.
And as you say that, a chirpy little voice kind of like, "Oh, well, I can help you with that, sir." You see this gnome with this like bright orange hair standing like behind you, and she's like covered in like a little bit of dust, and say, um, "Oh yes, please, come on, yeah, yes, of course, I can. If you come here," and she points to like a small little desk over there, and she hops onto this a stool over there. Gets on it like, "Oh yeah, a note, a message, yes, of course, to Novostai, that of course we can do it, and you've come at a good time because I think by evening we send out all the mail that we get, all the messages or parcels. Well, I'm Faro, and nice, pleasure, nice to meet you, and
The pleasure is mine.
okay,
How long will it take for a letter to get to Novostoya?
well, like I said, like it will go in the evening. It can reach Novostoya, um by not a day after, by tomorrow, but by the noon at most.
Tomorrow, Nikki, do you need tomorrow at noon?
No, day after. Day after
Oh, the
on the
day
8th.
after. Okay, thank you.
Oh wow.
But Boone, as you gonna think of, say Nova Story, and that's like a default thing. That's what they would be. That's what at least what Kit would be. You remember before Mellori asked you about this mission. I'm gonna ask you something else before. Phelan knows about this, right? Because she's the one who's organizing your deal about your lycanthropy.
No.
Okay, so Phelan didn't know.
No.
Okay, so even with that, that's okay. So a few days before you had left with
I
Mellori,
hate that.
Phelan had actually come to you and was gonna ask you for another mission thing. Um, and you can tell us like why you didn't go. But the mission actually, because for monster hunters. Oh no, not
Oh,
Phelan.
wait,
Sorry,
you mean
Elaine.
Elaine? No,
Elaine.
no, Elaine. So Elaine knew.
Yeah, not Phelan. Sorry,
Not
my
only
bad.
did
My
she
bad.
know, but she
Yeah.
gave Boone the ultimatum of go get a cure by the next full moon,
Yes.
or a bounty is going to be placed on your head.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah. Right. That makes more sense. My bad. I mixed up
I had
Phelan
so
and
much panic
Elaine.
in my chest.
I was so confused. Why would
Yes,
Phelan know?
that's
No,
right.
Elaine.
Why?
No,
She doesn't.
Elaine. Yeah, no,
Yes.
Elaine knows.
So,
Elaine knows. Kit knows, and the
yep.
hunters that they were with know.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
given they knew that about your status, and then she had arranged for this thing that okay, if you can find some cure, um, she told you that the rest of the party have to go fulfill a contract, and it's a pretty big contract for the one and only Castellan province
Uh huh.
because they are divine. They do sort of divine magic, and one of the things that they also do is they hate any of these monstrosities. So they give out pretty good bounties out for these monster hunters to come and clean up their land.
Hmm.
Um, so Elaine, Kate, and the rest of the group was actually headed towards Castile, and about like maybe a few days before you were going to come over here.
Okay.
So you know that they would not be in Nova Stoia, but they would be somewhere in the Castellan province. And they did tell you that they would be somewhere near. There's a place called Voros, Voros.
Okay. So then the letter would go there. Um let's see.
I'm going
Where
to
would
take a
they-
screenshot of where it is on the map and pop it in chat so you can see.
Yeah.
They would definitely be staying at not a super nice inn, but somewhere comfortable to rest.
Yeah.
But I don't know that he would know that. Okay.
You would also know that after the message that what happened to Kit,
Yeah.
where they are, the Castellan province is probably, not even probably, definitely the worst place for someone like you, or in this case Kit, to be in for long. And full moon is coming soon. Oh my god.
There is. Okay, so he will. Okay. It's fine. He'll send the letter to Voros, and it'll be addressed to Elaine specifically of the Carvers Guild.
Okay.
And I will send you this letter, Mickey.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, I already have it typed up.
God, nice. Hearing Voros, Faro immediately says, "Oh, Rose," and she just goes up to and sees like a map, which is like on the wall, to see where Voros is. She says, "Oh, okay. That might. Okay, I think going to Nova Stoia to. Okay, it might be a little bit different route to go through. Maybe from Lansk to then Voros. Um, I'm sorry, but if you want the faster way, it will still take. Now it will take a little longer. Still 2 days, but it might reach them a day after tomorrow. But like towards evening time, but not to a midday. And to get that done, that times it would cost about 24 gold. But if you
Oh my
want more
God.
time, it will take 4 days, but it will cost you about like just 8 gold pieces. But it's like 4 days. It'll go through Morencia, and then from Morencia, it's very close by. It's much more faster.
Mellori's dropping the gold for the fastest on the table.
Okay.
Thank you.
Of course.
Thank you, Furo. I leave it in your very capable hands.
Yes. Of course, yes. And she takes the letters, puts them in a different kind of like envelope, seals it up in front of you, puts the wax and everything, takes the gold, puts the stamp in this, puts it in a different, hops down from the bar stool, puts it in a basket which has like some more letters and some more parcels in it. Of course, yes. Anything else you want any help with? Can help you with?
No. Thank you.
While Boone was taking care of the letter, like Mellori was standing there, but she's looking around for any bounty, like any like call for adventurers signs
Oh.
posted anywhere.
You you don't see any like call for thing. Oh yeah, you would see you won't see any call for adventure, but you see like posters about like missing people. And Give me a quick investigation check.
Oh, I'm good at that. Uh, 16.
16. Okay. So you see that there's a missing like posters, about like 5 of them. And just going through them, you see that people of like all different ages, mostly like about 20s to like 40s, middle age. This age group, rough sketches. One thing that with that 16 catches your eye. All of them are wearing like a necklace, like this necklace with the symbol of Saint Dela, uh, like on this. Saint Dela's necklace. All of them were wearing this.
Mellori's gonna. There are names on the posters, right?
Yes, there are names on the poster. Of course,
All
there
right. Yeah. So, Mellori will commit those names to memory to follow up with Sister Abigail later.
are. All right,
'Cause
there are.
that's super
Yeah.
weird.
Great. All of you, give me one name each. The missing people. Boone. Galaxy, give me a name.
Okay. Hold on.
10.
You're putting me on the spot.
What?
Chuck
Okay.
Tingle.
What?
Chuck Tingle.
Okay.
Chuck
Chuck-
Tingle.
Okay, Chuck Tingle.
All right, we got one Chuck Tingle. Who else? Siva, Nick, give me
Mariah Hemming.
a name. Hemming, okay.
Oh, is that Alexis Stra?
Alexis, Stra, Lucy. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Sebastian something. I don't know if her last name.
Okay.
But Sebastian.
Just
That's right.
Sebastian.
Just
Sebastian.
Yep.
Like Cher.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Mellori's going to look over at Pharaoh. What's up with the missing posters? That's concerning.
At this point, the other halfling gentleman kind of just stares like, oh well, it's nothing new. It is fallow heart. People of no value go missing all the time. Maybe sometimes they run away. Sometimes they want to make a. They think they want to make a quick buck at the pit fight at the Baron's house.
The pit fights at the. You said the pit
Oh.
fights at the Baron's house.
Yes, the Baron's house. It's right at the outside of the gates. Outside of the hold on the southern gates.
The southern
Mm.
gates.
Yeah, you must have. I don't know if you came from. those
Sorry,
gates.
that's above table. I
No.
was trying to make sure I was getting
Oh,
your notes
yeah,
down
yeah, yeah.
right.
Hold on. Yeah. Yes, it's hard to miss. It's right outside the walls, and don't go by the name. It's actually really the worst kind of crowd hangs at that tavern. It should really
It's
be
a
burned
tavern.
down.
Okay. Oh. That's terrible. I know how much the Viscount cares about his people.
Well, no, not them.
But not
And
them.
just gives you this like light, like small smile. No, not them.
Mellori smiles back at him. You know, it's got to be really stressful running the post here and what with the armies and everything like that.
Not really. We the Augustine Trading Company. We don't take sides. If you have any job that we can do for you, anything we can acquire, given the right amount of, we do it.
And what if we were, I mean, we're road tripping and everything like that, and every place we go, we need to make a little bit more money. Isn't that right?
Mm-hmm.
We're on a honeymoon.
What? Wait, I think
Just kidding.
I think my internet freaked out, but
You
okay.
totally
Her
freaked.
mic just
You
gained
totally
out.
went. Yeah, because she was so excited.
To Mellori's question, Boone will just reply, "Yep, that letter just cost me 24 gold."
Yeah, it's so. I mean, with everything going on, I heard great rewards for working for the Augustine.
Are you? Well, there is work, and at this point, like he looks up, like really, like actually looks up from the ledger that he was working on, and like, looks at you both intently. How visible are your weapons?
The scabbard is my sword is on my hip. My arm is very visibly resting on it because it's under my jacket. That's not as long as Boone's, but also Mellori has her big old face scar that goes right across her like entire face.
The gun and the rapier are
The gun.
visible. The gun and the rapier are visible.
And he looks up and like, so you look like you could maybe handle yourself, but we do have work. And he looks at Faro and just nods. And you see Faro's like just gone back to doing some work. She jumps down again, closes the door, goes back. And then says, "Well, my name is Saint, and we do have work there." And now he looks at the poster, pointing to the poster, says, "You see, even if they've gone missing, and honestly, no one really cares about them. And I do care about how they went missing, or rather, what took them." And now, before I ask you, who do you work for? Do you work for the Viscount or any other party like Company of the Free Swords, perhaps?
You personally care about how they were taken? Or the trading company cares about how they were taken?
It's one and the same, and you don't have to worry about
Of
that.
course.
But the pay is good.
If the work is being done, does it really matter who we're affiliated with?
Well, I see
The
what you did
lady
there.
already told you we're road tripping and we need a little coin.
Fair. I see what you did there. Fair, fair. And you see Faro now goes to where he was sitting behind a desk. Well, actually, we've heard some rumors, and then we have asked a lot of more people about here in the city itself. It's quite busy, but like it's not easy to escape all the eyes. And she brings out this paper, unfolds it twice, and gives us this like rough sketch. Well, this is what some of the witnesses have said, that these all, and well, these are the ones who went missing in the last a little over a week, say 7, 8 days maybe. Hmm. Uh, but and the sketch she shows you looks like almost bat-like creature with bat-like wings and a tail which kind of like ends in stinger-ish. It says like, well, this can I give you this picture? Hold on, let me find that picture.
with a stinger on its tail, or with a stinger tail thing, with a stinger tail. Okay.
You know what? Yeah, there we go. Actually, just a tail, like very.
Oh, with the tail. Okay.
Wait, I can actually just add this. There we go. Is it
I
coming? There's it.
I-
Oh, there we go. There we go. Finally.
Why can't I see anything? Oh my god,
It's on
there we
the.
go.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, we're just taking
Oh
some
my
time.
god, that's so
So,
cool.
so just think, imagine like a hand-drawn thing, and like, yes, this is something that has been spotted at least 4 of these 5, which makes sense. I mean, like fifth would probably be as well as this because, the bodies were, to be honest, like never found, except the fifth one, whose head was found. I guess his family got lucky. Indeed, at least they have a head to talk about.
You
Um,
know how that goes.
yes. We want, and now Saint says, you two might, I don't know how well you do your work, but we don't want this creature dead. That's the thing.
You
We
want to
want you
capture
to
it alive?
capture it alive. Yes.
How come?
And you get 2,000 gold pieces for that. If you bring it dead, you get 1,000. So,
Babe, you've hunted more monsters than I have. What? Does this look like anything you've run into? And Mellori is going to kind of reach for the sketch just to take a better look at it.
Mellori gave me
Maybe.
a history check. And yes, Galaxy.
History check, you said?
Oh, wait, for Mellori, yes, but you were going to say something. Say that first.
No. Would Boone have ever encountered anything like this, or have
We-
heard about a creature like this?
You can give me a history check with advantage.
Okay. That I can do.
Oh, hold on.
Yep.
23.
16 for Boone. 16.
Okay, 16 for Boone and 23 for Mellori,
Lord,
right?
yeah.
Okay, so you have no idea, Mellori, what this creature is. Just looks like a bat. But you remember the first night you stepped off that boat into Fallow Heart, and with that lightning up in the sky, you saw a creature, a dying scream, and a creature heading off, holding a body. And it fits this profile.
How? Hmm.
For 16. Okay. This is. Come on. Yes, okay, there we go. So, being from Astoria, you ever heard of these creatures just called behemoths? Because fully grown, they are huge. And what you've also heard is that they serve the Grand Duke Koshevek, who is, for all the words, like the emperor of the Estonian empire. And there is only, for you, Boon, for what you know about, there's only one whose existence has been verified so far. So this creature, and it is not as big, like even what you, now from Bellori, what you remember, it was not huge. It was definitely big, like
It was
large-ish.
adolescent.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that, and then Boon, you from your 16 is like, there is only one known entity which fits this criteria, this image ish, and which works or is a pet of the Grand Duke
And the
in
Grand Duke is in Novostoya.
Novostoya. Exactly, it's in Novostoya. So it's like, what is
Would
what is
Boone
this?
know? Would Boone know if the Grand Duke has any type of telepathic control over these creatures, or no?
You wouldn't know that if they
Okay.
have, but because there's been no fight or no war in quite some time, at least since
Right.
Boone's right? Lifetime. So they've
Yeah.
never been in that. But what it is known with that with the 16 history check would be that obviously only one known pet of Grandier, and they together have gone into like wars, like long time back.
Okay.
Mellori is going to tap this and look at Boone. I'm pretty sure I saw this flying the other night during the storm. When did the last person go missing, Pharaoh?
Um, Furrow points at one of the recent ones, like youngish, um, girl, and she said this one went. This is a recent one whose head was found, and this was like just 2 days, 2 nights, 3 nights maybe. But it's bound to like strike sometime. It likes to do that.
Um, what? What's the Oh, what's the? I'm sorry, words. What's the time span between each of these people going missing?
So the latest was about like 3 nights ago. That coincides with when you guys all came in. She points out two more so that these two went at the same night, just a couple of days before that one. Um, and there was like one more. There are almost like 2 or 3 days gap between
Okay.
them, but she tells you that all of them happened in around Fish Market area. Fish Market and docks, mostly docks area.
Okay.
I guess we'll go do some hunting and, well, not hunting, capture?
Yes, capture could be
Right. You don't
good
have
for you.
you don't have anything that could, shrink this down to fit in my pocket and make it a lot easier to transport, do you?
Unfortunately, no, not really.
Darn. All right. Well,
But if you have, I don't know what you all have, and if you have something, we have quite an alchemy lab here.
yeah,
And we have contacts within the city itself who can help craft things for you if you know what you want.
that would be wonderful. We'll come back.
Yeah, I, if you don't mind, would you mind giving a name at least that I can, if we get more offers, we can let them know that they are not the only ones looking for this creature.
Raven and Wolf. And Boone will grab Mellori's shoulder, turn
Yes.
around, and push her out the door.
Amazing. All right. Raven and Wolf. Okay. As you all get out of Augustine shop, we all will take a 10 minutes break
All right.
Perfect. Thank
before
you.
we
Yep,
Sounds
yes,
good.
sounds
let's
good.
get a minutes break and then we'll see what happens next. All right, thank
Cool.
you.
I just thought that Boone was being an edgelord.
Oh, that yes.
You need to leave him alone.
Look, this is my emotional support mustache man, and abusing him is how I get enrichment and money closure. Okay.
Oh my god.
I love him.
Wait.
create characters just for Alex to abuse.
Ask Nat. Ask Nat. The more I love a male character, which
Yes.
is not often, the more I love a male character, the more evil I am about
Yes.
into that character.
She
That
is,
the sign
and
of my true love.
and it really weird, it really confused me the first time. I'm like, but don't you like this character?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do. And
Are
I'm
you
going to
not?
beat them
Is
with
this not
hammers
something-
until they
Yeah.
die. Like,
It's all in love.
yeah,
Yeah.
It's cute aggression at its
Yeah.
most homicidal.
yeah,
Yes,
that's
it
that's
is.
exactly what it is. It's like the more I love a
Oh
character,
my
the more
God.
that I just want to squeeze their little head till it explodes.
Oh, very
This
funny.
reminds me of Louise Belcher, excuse
Yes.
me.
Yeah,
That one episode with the boy band.
Yes.
That's exactly that's me with Boone Boone.
Wasn't the boy in the boy band named Boom Boom? What was his name? It was like a really, oh my god.
Wasn't it? No, it wasn't Bam Bam. What was his name?
It was something. It was
Bam
a
Bam.
double
That's a
word.
Flintstone.
Yeah, Bam Bam's
Boys
the
for
Flintstone movie.
Noun. Hold on, it was Boys for Boo Boo.
Boo Boo.
It was Boo Boo.
Hey, close
Boo
enough.
Boo.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah,
Welcome
no,
back,
that is
Boo Boo.
close enough, actually.
Yep.
Well, buckle up, Alex. I'm creating a character just for you for campaign 2. Just for you to hate and abuse and love all at the same time.
And then inevitably, my character will get a small baby animal, and whatever characters
Yeah.
you throw at it, they will imprint upon. This happens
Indeed.
in every game we play together.
We're 2 for 2.
Yes, I love it. It makes me so happy.
Syl was the best.
Still was
Yeah.
the best.
Was the best. And I was telling Alex, like 2 or 3 weeks ago, that I was thinking about Syl the other day. Like randomly, I was just like, I wonder what Syl's doing right now.
I think about Syl just like randomly. It hits me, and I'm like, oh man.
You need
Yeah.
a stuffed, you need a stuffed one.
Wait, who's
Yeah.
Phil?
Syl was the little
Who is
chirrup
Syl?
that Ross and Kala had.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, that's Sil. Okay, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
I
Mickey,
would
you
love
don't
to make like
sit
a little
there
felted one.
and randomly think about Troy and Roy and
yes.
Ivan and
Oh.
Put it together, Mickey.
Ooh, Ivan.
Yeah,
Oh,
I also
Ivan.
need to know who you're playing, Mickey.
Oh, I have just submitted a character, but I
Ooh.
Good.
to get a backstory up. I have some backstory, and I'm gonna fuck up my Faerun quite a bit. My boy is very much responsible for it.
Oh, interesting. I mean,
Yes.
I'm giving the Land of Fae access to freaking rot powers, so.
Yes.
Yeah, I created an evil mage talkracy, so I love this for all of us.
Yeah. All right. Boone Boone never asked about Vinny. Well, it happens.
God
Alright,
damn
I mean-
it!
I was
And-
going, Mellori was going to ask, and
There
then
we
he
go.
just pushed them
I
out.
just
Uh,
I Maria wanted out of that conversation. That man made me so uncomfortable.
Thank you. All right. So
Can
back.
we walk it back like 10 minutes?
Nope. You can go back in. You can go
Yeah,
back
I'm
in.
turn around and
You know
Yep.
what? He will. He's gonna turn around. He will.
Okay.
He'll turn around.
Okay, so we get back to this. You turn around and you get back into the store, and Saint just looks back at you. Oh, you're back too soon. Wow, that was too fast. Did you get it?
Yeah, it's right outside.
Amazing. So, how can we
I'm
help?
looking for someone, not on this missing persons board. Someone I ran into.
I think
Does the
Black
name
God.
Vinny sound familiar to you?
He was opening his mouth to tell you something and then quickly shuts it down and like, Winnie. Not really. Doesn't really ring a bell.
Insight check.
Yeah, roll me an insight check.
What's my insight? Hold on. Where'd my character? There it is. Okay. Like, where's my character sheet? There it is. Too many windows. Okay. Oh yeah, no, I just got an 8. I was just so alarmed. Mellori was so alarmed by Boone just turning around into the shop.
Yeah, you sure. Yeah, you see that his eyes just become like almost like a poker face, like whole face is like just like, oh, I never heard of that name. And just gives you the side look and says like, Black Guards might know about this this person that's missing. Are you looking for it?
Diesel.
Is his name? What is his name? Where is his name?
He had a nickname. What was it?
Yeah, it was.
That was Diesel. That was Diesel.
Hold on. I saw it.
His name was Vinny Fletcher, and also known as like Diesel.
Oh, Vinny Diesel Fletcher. Got it. Okay. Man, can I insight him too, since I'm standing right there?
Yeah, of course, yes.
I mean, it's better than Mellori's, but not by much. 13.
With 13, you do, even with that facade, as you just notice like a second before that facade kind of came up, was there was a slight twitch, like eyes like narrowed down a little bit. So there is you get a sense that he maybe does know or has heard the name Vinny, but does not want to open up just like that, at least for now. Both of you roll me a d6.
Fucking hell.
3.
2.
3, 2, okay. Both have. Okay, good. You both have decent passive perception. So even with that, like Saint not really giving away much more than that, maybe there is something you might know about this name. You do hear a little bit of squeak from and then it stops from Furrow, who just like looked up and just like looked down, and but Saint like doesn't acknowledge that squeak at all.
Oh, go ahead.
No, go on.
Mellori is going to reach, and this time it's her turn to grab Boone's arm and says, "Sorry, our mistake. Thank you so much, and yeah, we'll get your giant animal back to you. Come on." And it's her, and she will tug Boone.
Have a wonderful day.
You too.
You both leave the shop.
Man is lying to us, Mellori.
Well, of course he is. But she is willing to talk.
Hey! You see from behind the store, you see Furrow. You see this. You don't see her, but you see her like bright orange hair, and she's like looking around everyone. Just like looks back at you both, and just waves at you all. Hey! And is like waving towards you to come towards the alley, basically, in a way.
All right. Mellori's gonna lead the way to the alley because Boone is a foot taller than her, and she's going to have him kind of block the view from the road.
As you kind of come close to Furrow, she says that, "Vinny, do you mean like The Diesel? Diesel?
Yeah, rat guy. Was it the
What?
Marla?
Yeah, Marla, but I don't know about the rat guy. But yeah, Diesel. Diesel. Yeah, everyone knows. Everyone knows. Like, him used to at least know. Then he just kind of like vanished about a year back. Um, what's your interest in Winnie? And she just like, gives you the side look.
We hear he's an expert in acquiring hard to obtain items.
Yes, that he was. Yeah, that he was. Yeah, he just it's, and she's about to say something, stops and says that, look, information is kind of also our business, and what are you? I might have something for you, but it's gonna cost you.
Understandable.
I love her.
I know, I love her too. Mellori gives her a slight smile, and kind of like squats down, not like in a like to get in her way, so she's not having to like look up in a very respectful way, and pulls out. Oh, how much gold did I give Paizel? I gave Paizel 5 gold, so I'm gonna pull out 5 gold.
She looks at the 5 gold, looks at you, and like, whoa, that's way too less. Hold on, and she just kind of like turns around a little bit, and from her, she has a small little pouch on the belt, and she takes out a small notebook, and she kind of looks at this. Um,
She has a menu of prices for this.
uh, you can give me a perception check to see if you can see. And do you know Gnomish language?
I don't. I just common, Elvish, Astoy,
Got
Thieves'
it. Okay.
Cant. Yeah.
And Boone, if you are also looking around, if you want to, you think you're going to be looking at as Faro takes out the small notebook, like just hand size, basically, and just like looking at it.
No, he speaks common. He knows sign language,
Okay.
goblin, and
Oh,
the Estoyan language.
okay. Okay, with that 22. So with that 22, you don't really understand like in the pages as she's like flipping through the pages, but you do see some numbers there, and there's always like something numbers added up. Every page has like some numbers, then an addition of all of them basically kind of together, and then the next page has like a much bigger number minus the previous page's number, and then like more numbers kind of thing. With that 22, and yeah, passive investigation is also pretty good for Mellor. That means that you're able to understand like she has some kind of debt, and she's just like going through it. And it looks like a pretty big debt. So
Mellori's going to put just a couple fingers on the back of her hand to get her to stop.
oh, okay.
And she's going to look at her in the eyes and just say, if you can tell us about Vinny, how can we help you? Because I think you have bigger problems than just me being cheap.
Give me a persuasion check.
$17?
17. She tries to like close her, and you touch her and you say her notebook and like not slips away, but the pages like fall off. And as you say that, she says, uh, I I just need enough money to hire someone like you. It's not cheap, which which is fine. That's why I'm um you know getting money too.
What's wrong?
Uh, it's an old, long, boring story. And you
We all
miss.
we
Think-
all have long boring stories.
She gulps and looks at both of you and says that just something. I don't have anyone, and there's like her eyes start to like well up, and I used to have full family, a lot, very very big family, and it's been 10 years since they've were all taken away from me, and she starts to turn the pages, and she shows you a picture that she's made, and there are more pictures. Like you can see that like it was like some memory, and then slowly she's been getting better to make it more visible, like what this image looks like, and like it all. It's this. She did it. She did it. She did it. You both look at this picture, and it's very strikingly similar to Valya. She
Me?
she it was, and now I am now, and so I'm that's why I I will still take uh, 20 gold for Vinny. I know where he is right now.
Um, Boone is going to crouch down next to Mellori, and he's going to put his hand on Mellori's arm. What is it that you're asking for? Exactly.
I don't know. I'm asking for 20 gold, and I can tell you where Vinny is. Probably most probably right now. That's what I'm asking. Just 20. Okay, how about 18?
What do you need the money for?
I want I want vengeance. My family, they'll never be back, but I she's just like, look, and a voice kind of like comes out from Furrow, where did she go? Furrow. She just like wipes her tears, like slowly puts the notebook back. So 18, 15. That's it.
Mellori is going to reach up and wipe her tears with the cuff of her sleeve and take her by the shoulders and just look at her very reassuringly. I am so sorry for what happened. We're going to figure this out, and then we'll get back to you, okay?
Yeah. So
We know where to find you.
okay.
Okay.
Yes.
And then Mellori wants to do an insight check.
Sure, go ahead. Give me an insight check.
Ooh, 18, 23.
23. Yeah, you don't, from her language, body language, and even the diary with the multiple these pictures that have like been like slowly been perfected, added to, and repeated.
Yeah.
You don't think this is something new? It's been festering for a long time, and you don't sense like any kind of like conceit behind it.
Okay.
So do you give 15 gold?
I'm going to give her
Give her the 20 gold, Mellori.
yeah, I'm gonna give her the 20.
What information do you have on Vinny? Where is he?
Oh, he and his brother used to run at least Baron's house. And he's where the pit fights happen. I am pretty sure like he would still be there if that's the place that he'd go. He'll be there. But be careful. It's
Boone is going to take out 5 of his own gold, which I think is the last thing that he has in his. Nope, he only has 3 gold. He's going to take out the last 3 gold pieces that he has. Man is broke.
wow.
The last 3 gold pieces that he has is going to put them in Furrow's hand and is going to say, if he stops by here, let us know immediately.
Oh no, he probably won't. We, and then again the voice goes, Pharaoh. This is getting tiring.
It's
Pharaoh
3
said,
gold. If he's, it's yours. 3 gold is
no,
yours.
he
If he
can't,
stops
he
by,
can't. He can't come in the city. He can't come in the city. He will be killed. He knows that. We were told. Grigori stopped here, and before even then, it, I told when he came back last night ish, and I was the only one here, and I told him about it. He won't come inside the city. But if anything, he might be, and he looked really really bad, broken almost. So I think he might be like just resting, recuperating before he totally like runs away from here.
Where is he? Where is he?
The Baron's house.
Baron's
The
house,
Baron's house. Okay.
where the pit fights happen.
Yep, and he and his
Alright.
brother owned this place.
His brother?
Yep, that's what she
Vinny's
says.
brother, yeah. Alright, thank you.
You both of you, with that Farouk quickly taking the 20 plus 3, 23 gold, scuttles out. Yes, I was just here. I was just taking care of some personal business. You are left standing as we shift back to our fitness protection program going on over there. And all right, 3 of you have been in the school for it's been some time now, and what are your plans now? No one has come to like bother you. Food has come, drinks have come. Rushka has been like more than happy to like talk to you about general chit chat about the town and things over here.
I think after some time eating, recuperating, eventually Mars will kind of stretch and then like wince, and she'll just say, yeah, I think the frenzy of the day has caught up with me, even with all this wonderful accommodations. I beg the pardon, but I think I must retire to our quarters here.
Yeah, Rushka's like, yeah, oh yeah, of course, yes, I will, yes, I'll make sure to put things ready for you to leave.
It has already been so much, so many things, so many eyes. Is the front the only way to leave, or could it be possible for us to make it quiet, less of a what's it called, the hula hoop, the hoop? to get out?
Oh,
The,
I,
the hoop.
yes. No, there is. There's always a back entrance for all of us to like get in, get out. And yes, I know what you're talking about. But yes, I can. Once you're all changed and ready, I can show you. And I'll talk to Jacques. I'll tell them that obviously you were too distressed and had to go back away from this place for now, at least.
But I do not want you to please tell him that the hospitality, in spite of everything that's happened, is top tier and will always have a good recommendation from us.
Yes.
Oh, of course. Yeah, thank you so much. You you didn't deserve this. I mean, he was madness took over him, and well, I do. I'll take your leave. I'll just also get ready, and then whenever you're ready, I'll just be inside, and then I can show you out.
Thank you. And I know it is shocking with all that happened, but if you love what you do not let anyone tell you otherwise, and someone who really loves you will understand what you do.
And she just gives this look and blinks and like, thank you for saying that. It really means a lot. Thank you so much. Yeah. And you see her like genuinely like smiling now after the whole debacle and everything. Like, I'll just be away for you all. Thank you. And it was lovely to meet you all. Cal, hopefully next time we'll meet under better circumstances and we'll have some fun. Okay. I'll leave you to do it. Okay, thank. And she kind of like slowly gets out. She was completely undressed, by the way, just to be sure.
Mm.
Yep. And she goes out, waiting for you. So, what are you doing?
Oh
What's
boy.
Mars is going to, just because, they're still in somewhere public, she's gonna, she'll just hold up a finger and she'll send the message cantrip to both, obviously one after the other, it can't be simultaneously, but to, Cal and then Valya, and she'll just say, well, it's not every day that you, kill somebody and then get rewarded with a spa, eh?
I must say this was a first, and there's been. Yeah, this is a first. That's himself.
Um, Mars will look over to Valya and out loud now will just say, are you okay?
Oh, I'm fine. Probably could have made our jobs a little easier had I just finished Silas, but what's done is done.
You feel better then? Yes? No more, better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Insight check.
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Okay. He has a 0, 17.
I mean, she does feel better, like as far as her hunger goes. I think there's definitely a part of her that feels like she could have handled this in a way. She thought she was being smart. She realized she could have handled it in a way that was more smart, that wouldn't have led to all of the hula hoop that they just had to deal with. But all in all, she's fine.
Well, yes, we killed our two birds with one stone, yes, and I think we take Arushka up on the bill for the I I trust that we will not be followed based on the reaction of the proprietor, but let's not to push our luck, yes?
Yeah, can never be too careful, especially and he looks around, especially in the city. That's the best call.
Yeah. We can talk about it once we are gone, but I think we just get dressed and head on out. Question, Mickey?
Yes.
Can we keep the robes?
The robes? Oh, yes.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Sweet.
they're very nice. Like,
Uh-huh. That's
you
what
can,
I asked.
yeah, they're very soft, and like especially like for you now because the bath you're kind of coming out of, and when putting on the robe, it just feels so nice, so smooth, as if like the robe complements how you are feeling, radiating right now, and it's almost like you don't want to get out of them.
Sweet. Yeah, I think we'll unless anybody else has any other stuff to say.
No, I do have a question, Mickey.
Yep.
Since Cal was in the bath that like helps calm dreams and stuff in general, did
Yes.
that by chance also help lessen some of the voices?
You will find out later when you sleep.
Okay.
So as they're getting out and they're getting dressed, Valya will look at Cal and she'll just say, "So Arushka, huh?"
He stops like mid like putting on his pants. He has underwear on, putting on his pants, and just kind of gives a little shrug, like, "Oh, she said she wouldn't mind me coming back. So who am I to tell her no and disappoint her?"
Well, it's good to know that you're not in the habit of leaving women disappointed, Cal.
And he'll just give a smile and say, "No, my mom did raise me better than that."
I'm sure this is what she had in mind. Valya will just
Oh, you.
Amazing. Okay. Um, Stop me if you want to like talk more or something else, but if not, then slowly you all move out of the pools. You all definitely feel relaxed and kind of like the anxiety of all of that happening and has kind of like reduced for sure. And you dress up, dry yourselves, keep the robes, and you enter back into the hallway. You see Arushka is just waiting there, and you see she is looking in your direction, and she's trembling. And then from behind her, I'm just gonna put this here on there. The man that you saw before in the lounge, before anything happened, Ninad, that you heard, Ninad, the carver kind of comes out and like, what? That it's just you all that were attacked over here. You work, you want to come to relax, and there you go. There are people trying to like murder you, and he looks, and you see both the owners, the twins, are there, just looking down, trembling. Their eyes are like on the ground. Their head is just staring, piercing the ground itself right now. Well, that's not good. Come on. I mean, like I am here. What next time did someone try to kill me? I'm sending my soldiers. My brave soldiers are gonna come here. They want to relax, and then, well, don't worry. We'll have a chat later. Well, and you see that he's gone back like wearing his like armor and shirt and this like, long coat hanging in. Um, Valya, you will recognize that he has a badge which tells you that he is with the Soman army, and not just at a Soman army, but like at a high level. Maybe if not, like, give me a history check, Valya.
Okay, history.
You
That
would
is
that
a
yeah,
12.
12. Okay, so you don't exactly know the rank name, but he's not the top, but he may be like second to the top or maybe third to the top. You're not sure, but he definitely is someone who um there are like a lot more soldiers reporting to him, and he's over here. Um, and he just looks at you all and says, "Hmm, just eyes you all up. Go on," and then it stops. I stop at you, Cal. You were the one who was covered in blood. I mean, are you all doing all right? I mean, it must have been like very distressful. I am. I'm. I am. Hold on. Let me know. I know it. I know this. I am Tribunus Ninad. And he then steps forward. He has an imposing figure, quite similar to you, Gal. Roughly about 7-ish feet, very broad shoulders, and even within, and he has like about like 4 soldiers, like again, like come out behind. They are completely like in heavy gear, and one of them is like holding on to this massive glaive, and like kind of like just struggling to like even hold it straight. And Nina just comes closer to you, Cal, gives you, pats you like on the arm, and just squeezes just a little bit. Well, huh, quite a disgraceful way to die. Not in a battle, but on your own blade, like slitting your own throat like that.
It was quite unfortunate.
That's, I know, it is. It is. You're sitting on a couch, you fall down where somehow, keep sitting on the couch, and then he, with his 2 fingers, he just like almost like as if like he's scratching, but he makes eye contact by one to all of you on his, keeping it on just the 2 fingers on his neck, and just grins, and 2 fangs start to emerge out. Quite unfortunate. Smiling, grinning at all 3 of you. Well, of course, there needs to be some kind of inquiry which will happen, and I'm sure his employer, who is it? It's a Klein Majoric. Klein Majoric. What a sad name. Well, they would want to know exactly what happened and whatnot. So, and he snaps fingers. One of the guards actually comes, black guards, not his guards. They are, take down their name, where they're staying, and of course they will cooperate because they are the victims here. Still, like, eyes locked into Cal first, and then goes to Mars, and then goes to Valya. So again, I'm sure the Trussels have apologized a lot. So please, it will just be a formality to make sure the employer client knows that it was this it was this dead person who fell on the dagger was at fault, like we know.
Yes, we have no reason not to cooperate, and she'll like hold her finger up to her face again and just kind of reiterate and just say, it is unfortunate all around that many people were injured in this, and we will cooperate. We have nothing to hide.
He like his head bobs to the side and looks at you, Mars. Huh. Chernobyl. Are you from Chernobyl Kingdom?
The one and the only.
You're far from home. All right. I have places to be. Things to do. And he just points to the black guard. And points to you, and the black guard goes, your names and where you are, where we can find you. The black guard's hand is also just trembling a little bit, and he just looks at Mars, you first, because you are the one who said cooperate. So I guess name.
Yes, Neptune Nasib.
What?
Neptune Nasib.
How do you write it?
It is how it sounds, yes. It is very common in my homeland, Neptune Nasib.
The guard just stops, looks at Nanad. Right.
Mars
and,
has the most innocent, just look on her face. she's just, that's my name.
And Nanad just looks at it and is like, write it. It's just like how it sounds. The Newt. I'm gonna write what I heard, and it's said D. Okay, so the guy is like, okay, and then Newt said D. Okay. You looking at Valya, you.
Vanya Basil.
Vanya de Seal.
Basil.
Vanya Bessel. And Gal.
I've been over here trying to think of a surname because I didn't have one, but he's gonna give Oscar as his first name.
Okay. Oscar. So none of you have given your real name.
No, fuck these guys.
No, Cleano's
Alright.
Klein, Mike Lockett for cows.
All of you give me a deception check.
Oh, Atlanta.
That's 21. It was almost a natural one, and it rolled, and we are grateful.
26.
Deception plus 1, 18.
Let's get it, guys.
You guys are gonna get away with murder.
Um,
Holy cow!
all of you give me an insight check now.
Galaxy is eating her hat right now.
Dog.
14.
Nat 20.
Jesus
Nat
Christ.
20 for insight. Nat 20 was for Gal, right? Which
Yes.
is, somehow dice when they roll, they just play along so nicely. Because it is you, Gal. You with that Nat 20, notice that as you say Oscar, and the blackguard is writing Oscar, Ninad just looks at you with that deadpan eyes now. The grin is gone, and you know, he knows that you
Shit.
are not Oscar. Valya, what did you roll for insight?
Oh, hold on, I gotta
A
pull up my
14, I think.
little log. 14? Yeah, 14 for insight.
14 for insight. Okay, with that 14 for insight, I'll keep that. Give me a quick perception check. For Valya, only Valya right now.
Yeah, that was a 9.
9 perception? Okay. Alright, so Cal, Oscar, and then just looks at you and says, Oscar,
Yes.
Oscar. Did you get the names? Yes. Alright, just where they're staying. Alright, I'll be on my way. Well, I'm glad that you all survived the attempt. Well, whatever it was.
It was, there was simply tragedy. That is all.
Tragedy. Oh, I love a good tragedy. And he turns, starts walking away, puts his arm on Arushka, and with Arushka's beliefs. And the black guard just and the, where can we reach you? Where are you staying?
This is where I want an above table question. Because, like, and this is not me trying to metagame, but, like, genuinely, like, our characters were coming in and we have talked to, like, Ravo, we've talked to a bunch of other people, we talked to the person giving us passage, like, and while we've been walking around here, have we seen any other inns? Have we heard of any other inns? Like, it doesn't feel out of the realm of possibility that we would have seen or heard of other ones.
Yeah, you have, like, the Loose Siren where you went is also kind of an inn where you can get an inn. You from Rave, you might have heard of, like, at least like one more inn that is there is a, what kind of place are you looking for? That also depends, right? You would have heard of something called Violet Rose, but that's a really, like, expensive, caters to anyone who has kind of money, that kind of inn that is in a different borough district here. So
I
that you
think
would have heard of for sure. Between the three of you, Valya would definitely know about that place. But that's the thing, like, what are you looking for? What kind of inn are you looking for? Like, very rundown kind of thing?
just like midline. Yeah, I mean, like, not anything like the Marlow that has like rumor or legend attached to it, but like just like, yo, we were here, we're coming here, tragedy, like that kind of thing, you know? Because I don't think we've left anything at the Marla. We've just slept
Yeah.
there.
Enough money to be able to afford to come here, like,
But
and
nothing
then
crazy.
otherwise, you know, yeah, nothing crazy.
You would have heard,
We have been going like all over the city the last few days, so.
right, but that has been, right, but it has been very, like, it has been very directed also, right? So what I will instead give to you, both Valya and Cal, is you guys can give me a history check if you would just generally remember from your time here if there was something else apart from these two places. Because even though you were here for like literally like 2 days, 3 days now, if you had asked for it during those 3 days stay, I would
Yeah,
have
sure.
told you that yes. So yes,
That was an
9,
8 for Valya.
9 and 8. Okay. Uh, and that tracks. You would have seen some buildings for sure that may look like a hostel kind of situation maybe, but you were not sure if they were actually hostels or inns. And this is a very large town, so there will be, and there are other places. In just your 3 days, you have not. For that 8 and 9 also, it actually, again, the dice are in track with Valya. She has not really come alone by herself. She has come here and stayed at the best places because she was with the Countess. For Cal also, Cal did stay at Marla, and you knew about the loose siren, but that was also again a little small like foray into Fallowheart. Stay at this place, paid for, kind of go get the job done, get out of here, kind of thing, and just like wander around here and there. That's Cal's just looking for stuff, things to do. So there are more taverns that Cal would know about that you can just go and drink up and all other kind of places, but not necessarily places where you can stay, at least with those roles.
Okay.
The other party, you guys, because you've talked about, and for Boone and Mellori, you've talked about like know about Baron's house. That's also a inn slash tavern, basically an inn, but obviously like with shit crowd. But you don't know.
Yeah, with that, Valya, who, she's dressed again, she's got her stuff all, back together. She'll take a step toward this guy and Arushka and place her hand on Arushka's elbow. And she'll tell him,
Oh, Arushka's left.
oh,
Nanad,
she left. Oh,
she left with Nanad. She turned around as soon as
okay. I thought
Nanad
that he
came
was
to
still like
her.
holding onto her
Mm,
arm, and I was like, oh, I'll
No,
kill this
no.
man. Okay.
And yeah, she did not look back at you, nothing. And that's your rolls were very low, unfortunately.
Okay.
So you didn't notice that something, but
Yeah.
Ninad left with her.
In that case, yeah, she'll just tell this guy, you can find us at the Loose Siren. Now, if that's everything, and you're done disturbing what has already been a terrible ordeal, I think we'll take our leave.
The black so yeah, yes, someone will reach out to you at Loose Siren if need be. And you're given the way, and the twins are Chuck and Norris basically still kind of like trembling, just look away from you all at down the corridor where Renard is still like walking away, and they just give you. Norris comes up to you, gives you a tight smile, and like, "Hi, well, yes, a lot has happened. I hope you to place wherever it is you find some rest. And this was a very odd thing to happen here. I hope you give us another chance sometime in the future." And she just quickly just turns around and walks, and Chuck also just gives you a tight smile and just walks with her away. And you're basically left to your own devices.
Mars will let out a breath and look towards Valya and Cal, and specifically Cal, and be like, "Hey, do you know him?"
About Tango, does Cal know him?
No.
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 Okay. And he shakes his head and he's like, no, but I fear he knows me. He at least caught that name right away. The fake name, I guess.
Well, he won't be finding us at the Loose Siren, so better to just get out while we can.
Yeah, that sounds good. Shall we?
Yes,
Let's
indeed.
We skedaddle.
Skedaddle!
Skedaddle. Where do you all meet up? Where do you go? As your friends are there coming in other direction now.
I mean, it's probably safest to head back in the direction of the Marla.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So you all eventually return to Mala. It's getting evening. It's getting the dinner time now. You come back to Mala and immediately like Grunwald is there on the floor and just like he's happy to see you, like oh waves at you and like come. He asks you if you want dinner. A table is almost ready and he can get a table food for you all if you want over here. Um, and he says, there is a very good news. This came for you. And Grunwald just gets this um, envelope, which is like just blood red in color, and it's still like the wax is still there, seal of the fallow heart on the wax. And he says, this is this is a great honor. This is a great honor. This comes from Kair Vena, from I'm sure from the Viscount, for what you've done for over here, getting rid of all this. Here. Look, what is this? Open.
Um,
I can back off.
Mellori's going to take the envelope. Thank you so much.
Are we
we're
all
going-
back together?
Yes, I would say at this point you've all
Yes.
gathered and are in Marlow.
Okay.
Yes, we yeah, if let's get dinner, and Mellori is going to take the envelope. Did we want to eat down here or upstairs?
Mars will just point directly upstairs.
Okay.
Yep. Cal's nodding. Yep.
Mellori will smile at Grunwald. Thank you so much for holding this for us. We appreciate everything that you've been doing.
Oh, of course. You are all heading upstairs. I'll send the food and everything upstairs. Don't worry. You're not
Thank
worried.
you.
Yes, of course.
Mellori is going to kind of nudge up near Mars and quietly in Elvish is going to whisper to her, you and I should figure out something to do about our guards they've posted.
Yes, we need to find a way to no longer have lodging here.
They
You reach upstairs. There are no guards, and actually, you were all kind of like I would say a little bit involved in your own thoughts of whatever has happened. But the fire, the smoke. There was never really a fire, but the smoke has also like really died down, and there is a small stream of people who are going up and like just have like a sack and all getting some things to receive or and when you reach your floor you see that they have made like makeshift stairs have been like made to the floor above, to the fifth floor, so to say. And apparently Grunwald's seeing that everything has been done has already started construction repairing.
Jeez.
And with that, you all reach the rooms or one room, and the food will follow. So, yeah, what do you all want to do together?
Yeah, once they're all inside, Mars will, like, kind of let out a deep sigh and just turn to them and just say, well, I don't know how your day went, but we had a rather unfortunate encounter with somebody from Cal's past, and we thought we handled it decently well. And we had everybody at the Shimmering convinced. But it seems that, as with everything in this city, there are bigger fish that are not as stupid as the other fish. So it's possible that we may need to relocate from Zemarla.
An unfortunate incident that you guys handled that now results in us having to relocate from the Marla?
Yes, well, as you all know, we have all of us things that frail us, and how do you want to? Essentially, one of his enemies was harassing someone at the Shimmering. We tried to be discreet and solve things. My magic failed me. Valya's magic failed her. And in the end, Cal had to do the dirty work to remove him.
I slit his throat. He just says it plainly. It's been a day. He just like, I slit his throat.
Mellori. Go
Boone-
ahead.
Sorry, Boone is just gonna move to the window, open it, and light a cigarette. And just smoke by the window.
Mellori has pulled out a dagger at this point, and as Cal deadpan says that, she stares back at him and violently rips the envelope open with her dagger.
Bubonic climbs out of like the neck of Valya's sweater. He has been so traumatized by everything this day. And he makes a little mad dash over to the window and just pulls incessantly on Boone's pant leg.
Boone will give Bubonic a ride up to the windowsill and light another cigarette with his cigarette and hand it to Bubonic. And we'll just say, I know, buddy. The city sucks.
He just lets out the most pathetic little squeak.
Mellori is going to pull out the letter, and as she starts unfolding it, she does glance at Mars and say, "It might be too late for us to leave the Marlow," and looks at the letter.
The letter, you open up the envelope, there's just like a simple like card, heavy stock. And then again in like just deep crimson, it just says dinner for the heroes who helped the Marla. And below there's just written like violet rose. It says like 2 days from now, not tomorrow, but day after tomorrow. And there is this heavy, kind of like just messy, what you think would be like a signature, but it doesn't look like anything like that. But under that is very clearly Viscount Warlow written. And you see there's another thing written kind of behind this. It's like present this card for entry. That's it.
Mellori passes the card to Mars to take a look at, and goes over the window to briefly steal a hit off of Boone's cigarette, because now she's feeling it. She is tired.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. It does not mean that we have to stay here, simply because we helped them. I do think it is still smart for us to stay on the move and not stay in one place. The more confusion we can sow in our wake, I believe, the better. We have all been using different names as we go places. I mean, obviously Sister Abigail knows, but I do not think that she will rat us out. So I think it is good that we have pretty much given different names everywhere we have gone to. So I believe that regardless, especially with all this construction going on, it is a way for us to get out of here. It is we had pretty much everybody convinced at the Shimmering of our innocence, except for this one man. What was his name? Mars will say it out loud. The sneeze name.
Oh, Ninad.
Nanad.
Good bless you.
Nanad, okay.
Good bless
Bless
you.
you.
Good bless you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
She'll say,
Nanad Parker.
yes, and Cal, you said you think that he possibly knows who you are.
Yes, when they wanted our names, of course, before we could leave, we all gave different names, but upon him hearing mine, he clocked that it was not who I was. I don't know him, but he seems to know who I am. Or at least that my name's not Oscar.
You don't look like an Oscar.
I mean, do I look like a Neptune?
Yes.
Hmm. Well,
That's cute. Is that that's a cute
Was
that's a
that
cute
not
name.
the answer you were looking for, Mars?
no, it was not. But unfortunately, it is what it is.
Yes.
But see, I mean, I think the relocation is fun. We said we were at the Los Siren and no, the Loose Siren. I think it might even be to our benefits should they come knocking and we happen to be there. Just to weirdly continue to throw them off if one part is true but the other is not. I don't know. It may not be, but that is my thought, at least to get away from here. Obviously, we all have our mission here. Possibly we can finish this sooner rather than we think. But I think the more we stay on the move, it is a big city, the better.
Going to the Loose Siren wouldn't be the worst idea. Especially as the full moon is getting closer.
How many days should we have now, by the way?
For full moon? Yeah,
It'll be
now it
full.
will be 4 after tonight.
Okay, so it's after the dinner. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, full moon is after the dinner.
So, above table, we have to kill the Gravekeeper and Warlow in less than 4 days?
No, we
Wait.
no.
No, we can, but the full moon just adds a level of complication.
Fun spice.
Yeah, it just adds
Yep.
fun spice. You know, much like you guys just did at the Shimmering. Fun spice.
Yeah.
Glancing at Boone for a moment, she looks back at the other three. Assuming that your adventures at the Shimmering resulted in a corpse or two, we happen to see the Gravekeeper alert himself and come calling. Did you guys run into him? Because if that's the case, then that's something to consider, that whatever that thing is senses when somebody dies in Followheart.
He never made it while we were there. And in a spirit of honesty that really chaps my ass, that invitation, if I was to go with you, I would be recognized.
As who?
As myself.
Mellori needs impulse control. Hold on a second. Mellori looks at Valya, remembering what she saw in the forest and how she's held on to that this whole time. And then what Pharaoh showed them. And in the spirit of return honesty, I'm trying to think of how to word this, sorry. I don't care what happened yesterday or last year or the years and decades before that. I just need to trust what you're going to do tomorrow.
What is it that you think I'm going to do tomorrow, Mellori?
I mean, I don't care what's been in your past. I just care about what's in your future. As Boone said, who we would meet or who would be recognized. That's all I'm saying. Whatever's in your past is in your past. If it's not going to continue into your future.
There's no future for the woman that Warlow remembers. So...
What's the expression on Valya's face as she's saying this? Like,
I mean, she's, as always, pretty deadpan. Valya kind of keeps herself pretty far removed from the things that have happened to her. So she's not being, incredibly emotive or anything
Right.
like that. It's kind of her typical blasé, demeanor.
because above table, that was really heavy information for the mission. So Mellori is trying to express to Valya that, like, in the past is what's in the past, and is trying to figure out Valya's commitment to Sparkle Motion.
I mean, I think, despite their differences, like, it's pretty obvious that no matter what, like, whether or not Valya has Mellori and Boone's back on an individual level, like, she will never let anything happen to Cal and Mars. And they have thrown their lot in with these two. So, like, her commitment, it's not changing just because, she's got to deal with, whatever comes at this dinner party, should she go with them. Like, her commitments are
just because I can't see your face, so I just want to make sure I'm.
Also just put a hand on Valya's shoulder.
Mellori's gonna look at Boone.
Well, we are here under a unified goal. That much is true. And I get the sense that as soon as what we're here to do is done, we are all going to go our separate ways. But as long as I can trust that we have each other's back for our unified goal, that's all that matters. right?
Correct?
Right.
Right.
All right. Well, let's get a move on then. If we don't want to spend the night here, I'd rather not walk through the city at night.
Or, more night.
More night, yes.
Valya, I mean, I don't know if it is possible. Do you... Obviously, I think it would be very dangerous should we not follow this offer, but everything we're doing here is dangerous. It may be worth weighing the dangers of either. The dangers of him recognizing you, or the pros of him recognizing you, or the dangers of not going versus going. We don't have to decide right away, but I feel it was important to bring up. It involves your life and our mission, and it will help if we just all know what we want to do with it. You do still have some choice in your life, even in all of this craziness that we're doing here.
Please. Sorry.
No, it's fine.
What do you think is going to happen when he recognizes you, Valya?
At that, there's finally some, like, something cracks on her face. And a little bit of that, like, it's not panic, maybe more so anxiety starts to bleed through. And she blanches. She goes a little paler than even, she normally is. He will, at the very least, ask questions that I don't have answers to. And at the worst, he will send me back to where I came from.
We won't let that happen.
When Valya says being sent back to where she came from, Mellori's own face flickers a bit, not in panic, but in recognition. Is that the word I want? Recognition, empathy. I get it.
Well, as much as I like to be prepared for my hunts. So knowing the potential best and worst outcomes of this dinner is going to help us prepare for that. If he tries to send you back, before we get to kill him, I will do my best to stop that.
And so will I.
As we like.
And as will I.
Well, isn't that good news? She softens a little bit. Like there's, you know, she's not gonna hug anybody, but you know, she's obviously feeling there's gratitude there. I don't know. Maybe after all these years, a foolish hope that he won't recognize me, but hope has never served me very well. And Boone isn't wrong about wanting to be prepared. He's vile and powerful.
And still killable.
Read.
Alright.
Well, let's bid our gracious host farewell and move on to the next shittier inn.
Do you think we should even tell him?
No. Mellori's
No.
gonna stick her head out the window and see what it would be like to climb down.
Have a rope and grapple.
You want to climb down? Yeah, you're 4 stories up right now, so 40 feet at least up.
Oh, that's not bad.
Rope and grapple.
That
Awesome.
is so sketchy. You guys could just walk out the front door and just never return.
Act
Please.
like we're going to dinner or something, or I don't know.
Please.
Yeah.
We don't want to.
Please.
They start talking about
Lord,
climbing out the
You
window.
don't have to parkour out of
Yeah.
every single window you see. Boone is going to grab Bubonic and walk out the door.
Yeah, Valya just follows Boone and her son and right out the door. She's too old for this shit.
You're no
Cal
fun.
look- He looks at the window for a second, a bit disappointed, and then follows Valya and Boone. Like, okay.
If Mars and Mellori are bringing up the rear, Mellori is going to grab Mars's arm real quick.
Yo,
We found some information about Valya and her past.
I wondered where all of that was coming from.
Well, I'd been waiting around for Valya to say what is going on with her, but yeah.
Is
I
that
just
for me
wanted to, like-
say?
And it's not for me to say either, right? But I'm just letting you know that her past is not just tied to Warlow. And you might want to prepare her for that. But both Boone and I know. And we made these promises. And we met that.
What is it that you know? I think I am a little confused on where these rituals are going. I will not lie.
We were approached for a contract to kill Valya.
Oh, that is very big to say so plain-faced. Just out of the blue, someone said, hey, you know this white-haired woman, will you kill her?
Because she killed their family.
I mean, Cal killed your family. I don't say this to be harsh, but I have killed people too.
Really? I'm not surprised, but I am intrigued by that.
I worked for the nobility of a very prominent city in Chernobyl, and that is not always the fun and games with my harp.
No, I completely get what you mean.
I mean, I appreciate you telling me this. I don't know why you're not telling Valya this.
Well, I'm trying to give her space because I'm pretty sure she just wants to throw me out the window most of the time. And so you were just easier to talk to.
I mean, yes, I am very easy to talk to. I have cultivated
You
this,
are.
so it is good to know. But
I just wanted to let you know.
I think she wants to throw most people out of the window, so you are less than the other people. So I think it's better just
that's nice.
you tell to her, because I don't think hiding it or sugarcoating it in this city will help. But she's been very upfront with, obviously, her past here. We have spoken with Sister Abigail, you obviously. Um, it does not come as a surprise to me. I don't think it will come as a surprise to her. We still have our own things. Obviously, we've got many things in our past that may catch up to us. Mr. Sneezeface at the place knew my accent right away. That worried me, as not many here have known that. So, who knows? Other things may come to catch all of us. Guess Boone is also furry at some point, like Cal. So that is something else that I guess we worry about. Because that was all public, right? Abigail was talking to Boone and all of us right there.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
and then
everybody
yeah.
was there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, our best. Clearly, we are ticking time bombs. It is what it is. But I think we all focus our booms, yes, towards the enemy. Regardless of when it happens. I still think you should tell her. I mean, I can understand why you came to me, but it is her who you should. I do not think she will throw you out the window, especially if we pick a room on the first floor.
Yeah, but those rooms smell bad.
We are not staying in the Marla. Who knows? Maybe this other one is better. Maybe it is worse. Who knows?
I suppose since today's a day of honesty, and as far as I know, you haven't killed anybody that was under my command, and I have not assassinated your family or anything like that, as far as I know. I came to you because I feel like you and I kind of understand each other in our respective two teams on one team.
Yes, I see what you say. Yes.
Not out of that. I just want you to know that from one leader to another.
You give me much credit. I am not a leader. I would say, if anything, it was Cal. Cal is the one who brought us together. I just happen to be good with the word thing. It is my job. It is my life, after all.
I think you undersell yourself. And Mellori's gonna just give her a nod and leave. Leave with her.
As they're like walking away, in her head, Mellori will hear Mars just say, just talk to her. It's not I that needs to know it.
And Mellori will message back. Yes, but sometimes you need to hear things from the people that you care about. Things from the people that you care about.
Mars will not reply, but will follow.
Yeah.
Boone will lead the group out of the Valya, out of the Marla.
Valya has her ends going on. It's great.
She really is a concubine. Damn.
It's that passive income, you know.
Yeah.
He will
Alright,
lead the
so-
group out of the Marla and
Okay.
will hand, or like Bubonic will be sitting in his two hands, and he will just hand him over to Valya. And at this point, we'll have given Bubonic the rest of the cigarettes in his pocket, which I think was like 6 or 7.
Yes.
So Bubonic is now hands full with cigarettes.
Valya takes one from
Yep.
her and lights it.
All right. So
Wait,
go on.
so you're not taking take your son. I don't want to hold him anymore. Valya, please.
He thinks you're so cute.
I mean, I'm adorable. I know, it's the mustache. Please, I don't want to hold him anymore.
What did he ever do to you? She says as she takes him.
I want to make an insight check.
Not my weekend anymore.
Nothing. I gave him cigarettes. What more do you want from me?
Wait, now I want an insight check. Why don't you want to hold my son? I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Don't let me down. Dirty 20. Why don't you want to hold my son?
Because he's heavy. I'll put him on my hat.
I accept this.
And we'll continue walking towards the loose siren with a rat on his hat.
All right. So, before we wrap this up, what time are you leaving? How long do you wait
I'm-
before you leave from the front door?
Probably like 15 minutes because we have to pack all our stuff up.
What stuff? Every stuff is in my backpack.
Yeah, I have. Boone carries
True.
everything with him at all times.
I think enough
I
to
think
eat
this-
and talk.
I just mean like we have checked, like we have thoroughly checked to make sure we're not leaving anything behind, kind of thing. Like,
Yep. Okay.
Oh,
No,
sure.
no. I'm not worried about that. That's fine. Between the dinner brought up and eating all the food and all the conversation, it has to be about an hour at least, at the very least. But
I
that
would
means- yeah.
say we left before the food came.
But Mellori,
that
I'm
was
hungry.
like even in real time, that was at least a half an hour of conversation you had, which was pretty
Okay.
much in game time. So I'm gonna count at
Gotcha.
least that half an hour. That happened, and within that half an hour, food would have come. They would have maybe left it outside if you would have said that, or brought it inside if you would have opened up the doors.
Okay.
But either way, what are you trying to avoid by not eating food here? Because it's
I
still
was-
like early
yeah.
evening, like 5 or 6 ish.
No, that's fine. No, I thought like, like we'd book out like and we would just vanish. But if the food came, that's totally fine. I was just like, oh, if we're like booking, let's sneak out.
Unless you wanted to have this conversation on the street.
No,
Which doesn't make
no,
sense.
I'm
Okay.
good. I was just like, oh, we should get out.
So still even with all of that, you would guys have left like in the evening-ish, like early night, not late at night, right?
Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you are all headed towards the loose siren.
Yes.
You walk towards the loose siren, walking to the streets. And it's quite a bit of walk. As the night draws in, sky gets much darker. Lights are spilling out of the homes and some shops that are still open. Eventually, you reach the fish market district, and you can see where the loose siren is. And you walk towards it. And you knock on the door. Who? Give me who wants to knock on the door. The
Mellori
door.
will.
It's the door is closed. Mellori.
Yeah.
Alright. You knock on the door, and the door slowly swings open. Not locked. There's no light inside. And you hear the sound of a chair scraping. And in the darkness, the back of Lou's siren, with your dark vision of grays, you see a figure sitting there. And that's where we'll end our session tonight.
Oh, they're trapped.
No, Mickey. Hold on, you have to tell us. Wait, you have to tell us.
Sneeze man, I'm calling it.
What's a sneeze man?
All right. We will see who this person is next time. Next time we meet.
Rude!
Mickey.
Damn it, Mickey.
Can we just play for like another 2 hours?
30 minutes. 30 minutes is all I'm asking for.
4 minutes. Come on.
Just an extra 30 minutes. Come on, Mickey.
One more bedtime story. Come on.
No.
You're
I
too
think
good at your
it's a
job, Mickey.
It's a good place. It's a good place to stop.
No.
Awesome. So, wrapping this up, thank you, everyone. Thank you, my players. Thank you so much. Thank you, Siva, for streaming and amazing music. That was like so on point for these conversations. Oh my god.
Hey, sometimes it just works out that way.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it for tonight's session.
Thank you, Mickey.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you again. Thanks so much. Bye bye.